If you want to blast across the galaxy, the best frameshift drive in Elite is a must-get module, so I'm here to show you how to get it. This is not a simple process, so it will take a while to explain. This video will cover what the module is, how and where to unlock it, and then we'll end the video by addressing some topical comments from last week. The module we're after is called the pre-engineered FSD V1, which you can buy from a human tech broker. There's no RNG, no unlocking engineers, it's amazing. So why is it better than normal engineering? It's not shown in game, but this module comes with two kinds of engineering on it. Increased range and faster boot sequence, both at grade 5. This means it gets an even better optimal mass than a normal engineered drive, boosting your range past what would be possible. If you've got the right engineer, you can add the Mass Manager experimental effect to get the true best frameshift drive in Elite. There are two catches with this module. One, it comes with a hefty material cost, which the rest of this video should help you with, and two, it only comes in a size 5, at least at the time of recording. This means you'll only be able to fit this FSD to one of these ships. This is a little limiting, but thankfully most of the multi-purpose and exploration ships are on the list, which are the ones that benefit most. To prove what this FSD can do, I've left an EDS wire build below for my exploration Krait Phantom, which uses this module to reach a 78 light-year maximum jump range whilst carrying all the luxuries I need. This is an extreme example, but it's a good showcase of how far beyond the norm this module can push a build. Here's a list of what we'll need for the module. We'll go through how to gather them one at a time, starting with Tellurium. This is a high-grade raw material, so to find it, I'd recommend heading to a planet. To find a good one, go to inara.cz. Hit Search, Bodies, input your current system, then in Materials Present, type in Tellurium. Set volcanism to any, then order by distance. Any result below with a material percentage of 1% or more will be fine. In a ship with an SRV bay and a detailed surface scanner, go to the body you found in Inara and probe the planet. If you're playing in Legacy or on a console, you can just go to a geological site that you should now see on the planet. If you're playing in Odyssey or Horizons 4.0, you'll need to look at the heat map of your planet. With the filter set to all, look for the teal areas of the planet. These are where you can expect to find some volcanism. Land in this teal area and deploy your SRV. Drive around using your radar to find geological features. On that radar, these little bars show you which direction to drive in to find something interesting, in this case some volcanism. Whatever version you're playing, your aim is to find needle crystals or your volcanic features. Once you find a needle crystal, fire at it. It'll turn into a chunk of tellurium. Each time you scoop up one of these chunks, you'll get 3 bits of tellurium in your inventory. You need 26 bits for the FSD, so if you're starting from 0, you'll need to find 9 needle crystals in total. They are fairly rare, so expect a little bit of effort, but as I found in testing, it's definitely doable. Next is Datamined wake exceptions, our one and only encoded material to gather. The simplest way to get it is to scan NPC's high wakes at a high population station. I'd love to wholeheartedly recommend this, but when I tested it this week, I found it incredibly slow. So, begrudgingly, I'll have to recommend the meta data gathering method. Head to Moon 1B in the HIP 12099 system. Use the detailed surface scanner to probe the moon, then head to the location called Jameson crash site. Land near it, then deploy your SRV. Position yourself behind the wreckage and use your turret to data link scan the 4 nearby comms control pillars. Each time you scan one, you'll get 3 of a material called Adaptive Encryptors Capture. Once you've scanned them all, relog from the main menu. Now you can scan all the comms control pillars again, collecting yet more encoded data. Continue this process until you've got 100 Adaptive Encryptors Capture, then lift off the planet and head to Ray Gateway in the somewhat nearby Diaguandri system. Once you reach it, open Contacts, then select Material Trader. From here, you can exchange your Adaptive Encryptors Capture for Datamined wake exceptions. Again, I really hate recommending this method, but as far as I've tested, it's the only way to reliably get encoded data without wasting stupid amounts of time in the 4.0 codebase. Saying that, if you know of a less grindy, reliable method, please let people know in the comments. These last two can be handled together. Both electrochemical arrays and chemical processes are manufactured materials. I already did a guide on gathering these in combat, so I suggest you watch this video. Alternatively, you could do loops at Dav's Hope, which could be a little more efficient, but the combat method gives you some extra credits, and in my view is far more fun. Now you've got all the materials, you'll need a human tech broker to give them to. In inara.cz, click Search Nearest, enter your current system, then in Station Services, select Technology Broker. Head to the nearest result with Human as the broker type. Once you arrive, head to Technology Broker in the Contacts menu. Scroll down until you find Pre-Engineered FSD V1 and hit Buy. Your FSD will now be stored at the station, and with that, you've just got a double-engineered frameshift drive. This thing is amazing as it is, but it isn't quite the best in the game yet. If you happen to have these materials, and you have at least one of these engineers unlocked, then you can improve your drive a little more. Head to the planetary base of your unlocked engineer, select Engineer's Workshop, click on Frameshift Drive, Experimental Effects, and then select Mass Manager. And with that, you have the best frameshift drive in the whole game. Well done, that's a tricky thing to do. So now we've covered how to get this insane module, let's chat about why some don't even want it. A load of my comments on the last video about exploration ships was saying that they don't need a huge jump range because exploration is about the journey. And to those people goes my massive respect. If you're happy with a 30, 40, 50 light year jump range, and you properly explore every system you visit, then you are a true dedicated explorer, helping humanity advance in the Elite universe. But there are a lot of players, like me, who I'll call pseudo-explorers. My trips often start with finding something cool in the galaxy map or online and wanting to go see it. But I've got a load of other stuff I love in this game, like mining, piracy, and anti-Xeno stuff, not to mention making videos, so I don't want my trips to last months and months on end. Of course, I'll stop and explore cool stuff when I find it, but I mainly go as a kind of tourist to see what amazing sights others have discovered. So for people like me, the pseudo-explorers, as well as other player groups like the Racers and the Galactic Boundary Pushers, an optimised jump range is incredibly helpful. I'll be honest, this video has been a nightmare to put together, so I hope a few of you found it useful. If you're not sure about exploring and you'd like an organic introduction to it, then you might be interested in next week's video covering passenger missions. This is how I, and a lot of others, got to start travelling the galaxy. I've enjoyed doing engineering-based content for the last few weeks, but I'll be glad to go back to basics for a while. Thank you all for the support in the comments recently, and as always, leave your thoughts and video ideas below. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Hold on to your space legs and don't forget your limpets. Until next time, it's goodbye from Commander Dituri.